What's up and what's going on, everybody? Welcome. Happy Friday to everybody. We're about to get this thing started. Got a lot of things on the table, but as you see in the title and the thumbnail, yes, Mary J. Blige is still lashing out, speaking out against women paying for alimony. She very specifically said that it's messed up that a man could get alimony even after he cheat and take stuff from you during the marriage. That must be awful. Who, what kind of system would allow something like that? That just sounds terrible. But she's on stage. She was on I believe the Earn Your Leisure show podcast or whatever, and they asked her a question: what advice would she give to successful women who want to get married? And she went in a bit. So we about to get on into that. So strap on in. Still getting things ready. Still dotting I's. Still crossing T's. Still getting this show on the road. Build it while we fly. You know the whole routine. But yeah. Let's get ready. Where's my intro? Let's get ready to go. There we go. Let's get ready to go. Let's get it.
Peace, folks. This is X from TPOT Media. Open your mind and wake your black ass up. You know what time it is. Hit that damn like button as you make your way in the door. Grab a seat, settle in, get ready. It's the Grown Man Hour with your host, my man, Bernard Riley.
What is going on with my controls here?
Hold up.
Wait a second. Okay. All right, there we go. Something was going wrong with my controls. My bad. All right. Still .9, still crossing T's. Apologies, but here we go. All right. Every one of you, as we get this thing going, you know, we got to do like a recap. A recap of the last show. The last show was a doozy. I definitely enjoyed it, but the plot thickens on that whole thing with Zion Williams. The plot thickens on that. More stuff keep coming out of the woodwork. Other women are seemingly coming forward. Other women are seemingly coming forward. We about to get into that. We about to get into a number of things. Gonna slow walk y'all into the main topic. Gonna slow walk y'all into the main topic. Give me a second while I gather things, but y'all could look at that. Y'all could look at that and read that right there. Y'all could look at that and read that right there. Yeah, see it. Yeah, see what it says. Another woman called out Zion Williams after he flew her out, got her courtside seats, and more, knowing he had a baby on the way with someone else. Now, this is where it's getting ridiculous. Now, keep in mind, I very happily called Zion Williams an idiot and a simp and all that yesterday. I very happily did that and will stand by that statement. However, this is just getting stupid. Card carrying hoes are now basically just okay. Let me break it down and explain it like this. When there's a Me Too situation, one brave woman comes forward. Okay, one brave woman comes forward. Then all of a sudden, there's another, and another, and another, and another. Now, when they're doing that with accusations, with accusations of, you know, things that somebody supposedly did that was, let's just say, illegal, abusive, sexually abusive of some sort, and they're piling on, some of them lying, but let's just say some of them telling the truth, and that one person that told the truth emboldened others to come out. But okay, if this man is actually a monster and they're rallying together to bring down a monster to protect other women, if huge if they're telling the truth, you could argue that it makes sense. There's some internal logic in doing that. Where's the internal logic in somebody who has a baby mama, or a soon to be baby mama, who was also messing with some other he got a soon to be baby mama that he met on Instagram, had some consensual sex with, and then there's other chicks that Instagram thought that he had some consensual sex with. Where's the logic, rhyme, and reason in them coming forward like he also had sex with me? It's like what? Where's the logic in that at this point? Where is the logic in that at this point? I know asking for logic is asking a lot. I know asking for logic is asking a lot. But they are coming forward like this isn't really breaking news that everybody needs to, like, they got to rally together. But it's appearing to be, forgive me, I'm trying to send an email. It's appearing to be this new wave, this new thing where, oh, we're outing men that we had sex with. You want to know what that really means? The scandalous nature of insta-thoughting it up, you know, having your booking information on Instagram. Like, is literally no stigma with that at all. Putting out a shingle that you basically sell pussy on Instagram, no stigma with that at all, to where the man is getting, the man is being shamed. They have no shame in coming out saying, oh yes, I was one of his Insta-thought flued out rotation chicks. They have no shame in saying that. But the man is to walk around with shame for the complicit act that they both participated in. You see the difference in what's going on there. You see the difference in what's going on there. It's no embarrassment for the woman. No, it's like, no. this is what I do. But see, my question is, if this is what you do, because there was a time when women didn't put that stuff out there. Like it was some, yeah, there are people who would know. I don't know, but it was a chick who basically she had she did time in prison because she refused to tell. 'Cause she had a list. It was like a bunch of politicians and important, powerful people on the list that she had been with that had paid, you know, she was in the courtroom. She was up to oath. She was like, I will not get named. I will serve 2 years in prison before I dishonor before I do what I determined to be a dishonorable thing, and that's outing the men who basically patronized the hoes. You see how it was? It was some honor amongst hoes at one point. If this is what I'm trying to get at, there was some honor amongst hoes where they, no, this is the game, okay? Rich and powerful men pay a lot of money to sleep with us. It is our job to sleep with them, take the money, keep our mouth shut. Now they're just coming out just because. They're just coming out just because, for no reason, no good reason at all. No good reason at all. But shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to RW in the building. Shout out to the Mac the Trucker. Said, I thought she loved her Mr. Wrong. What happened? Is this the result of struggle love? That's what RW is saying. RW is saying, is this the result of struggle love? Then he goes on to say, welcome to hell. I mean, equality. Shout out to Dolomite. I forgot to do the shout outs. He says, look how her attitude has changed fast from making music videos with young guy pretending to be so unbothered to now cry foul about paying alimony to her ex. Absolutely. Man King Revisited in the building. Shout out to you. Shout out to Logan JJ. Shout out to LB Crypto. Say, oh, this is going to be a good one. Whoop that trick. Right on. Shout out to everybody in the building. Passport Poppy. That's funny. Shout out to y'all. Dame C. I see you. Brenda Muema. I see you. Cold Steel. All right. What's going on? And you can cut the music. Shout out to Mr. Tobert in the building. He says, let's get it. But yeah, had to shout out the Early Bird Squad. I forgot to do that today. Had to shout y'all out.
What do we get for $10? Everything you want.
Had to shout your own out. But all right. So let's look into this. Another chick has come forth. For what reason, I don't know. Another woman called out Zion Williams after he flew her out, got her courtside seats, and more, knowing he had a baby on the way with someone else. What kind of world do we live in where essentially whores are outing tricks? This is the person who funds you, okay? that's like the CEO of McDonald's can't call the McDonald's. If he get caught calling McDonald's customers fat and stupid for buying McDonald's, it's like, that's not smart. That's all I'm saying. It's not smart. It says, and be laying around sleeping comfortably knowing you have bitches pregnant. Disgusting. If that's her saying that, like, you sell the box on Instagram for a living. You're sleeping with married men. You're sleeping with men that got kids or got kids on the way. You got kids and kids on the way, and you're aborting them. It's like, what the hell? Like, where they get the gall to even be like, what? It's like they're coming with a certain level of just moral indignation and self-righteousness about it. How dare he? How dare he have sex while having a baby on the way? Never mind me using my Instagram and my BBL paid for by one of the guys that I was sleeping with to basically sell my ass on the internet. But how dare he buy my ass while having a baby on the way? That's literally what's being said here. But anyway, apparently the BBL baddie claimed she wasn't after his money. Okay, sure. All right. What'd you get a BBL for? Because it's for Okay. We got to ask this question. Okay. If it says apparently, and I got to, well, no, they don't look bad. My lighting, I gotta fix my lighting again. I'm looking a little too, I don't know. I'll fix it. Don't worry about it. Anyway, it says apparently the BBL baddie claimed she wasn't after his money, but also said she was exposing him because she didn't receive the Bentley Bentayga. How do I pronounce that? RM Bentley Bentayga. Is that a thing? I don't know cars like that. Okay, but she wasn't. Okay, it's saying she wasn't after his money. She's saying she wasn't after this man's money, but she also said she was exposing him because she didn't receive a very expensive gift that costed a lot of money. And Richard Milley that she was promised. What is a Richard Milley? That's a Bentley truck. Bentayga. Okay, y'all know this stuff? I don't know this stuff. I don't keep up with Bentleys. Yeah, that's the problem. You say like OGPI or whatever said I'm glowing. And I don't like that. Let me see if I could. No, I don't want to turn that down. Let me see if I can fix that glow. Hold on. Yeah, that's a little better. See, that's the glow. That's what I don't want. That's a little better. Okay, we'll go with that. We'll rock with this. I'll play with it. I'll play with it after the show. Okay, Bentayga. And what is the other thing in here? Hold on, let me make this bigger. What is this other the Richard Milley that she was promised? What is a Richard Milley? What? Hang on a second, yeah.
Hold up.
All right, my bad. All right, Richard Milley, head of service operations at Bentley Motors Ltd. Richard Mills. All right, okay, all right. So she mad. She mad because she didn't get a Bentley out the deal. All right. See how stupid they be talking. Hood servers, you make a really good point. That's a little known fact. A lot of people don't realize that a lot of those big expensive cars cost a lot of money to keep up with. A lot of those just when you got to get new tires on them things, it's like, yeah, a lot of people don't realize how much it costs to just maintain one of them cars. That I do know about cars. But all right, getting back into it. Sorry for that delay. I had to take care of something. But all right, back into it. Okay. So she's outing him because she didn't get what she wanted. You see how it all lines up with my theory? Is that they're mad that somebody else got the more official bag off of him? Like, that's legit what they're mad about. Somebody else got the more official bag off of him. So they're mad that all of their perks are going to dry up. So they're going to do the one thing that they can do to try to get back at him. They're trying to do the one thing that they can do to try to get back at him and to try to just publicly embarrass him in some kind of way. That's essentially what they're doing. That's essentially what's going on here. But all right. All right, let's go on forward. Says, and this ain't nothing, and this ain't got nothing to do with clout. I get my own money in real life, but you needed a Bentley from him. Get my own money in real life from selling pussy, and never been a prosty or sold my body. Okay, she's saying she don't sell her body. Okay, she said prosty or sold my body. Okay. If she's calling a prostitute a prosty, like if you got a nickname for prostitute, you notice when I say it, I say prostitute. But if you got a nickname for it, that means it's probably something that she do. She said, I've never been a prosty or sold my body outside buying holes, cololingas who didn't have 100K to they name when you met them. Who didn't have 100K to their name when you met them? Why didn't I get my Bentayga and my Richard Millie last summer? Because I don't let you record me. Okay, he liked to record. Okay. I never gave you a threesome or never had a OnlyFans or was on Pornhub. So I guess I was all play. I probably never had a chance, you nasty sex addict. Again, this chick is in the business. Is full-blown stock and trade wholesale in the sex business, trying to shame a man for being a sex addict. Him being a sex addict is why you have customers for your business. But she's trying to shame this man. This is beyond ridiculous. This is beyond ridiculous. She mad because he feel like he got officially formally snatched up by another IG chick. Now they just gotta out him. Shout out to whoever made this 2019 draft class documentary. 2019 draft class documentary. Yes, him and John Morant, NBA Dumbboy. They were all in the same draft class. They were in the same draft class. It's 2019 draft class documentary about to be peak comedy. It's called Guns and Buns, a Carolina addiction story. Guns and Buns. Oh, man. But wait, there's more. But wait, there's more. Because the other chick's still talking. Mariah Mills, the porn star chick, is still running her mouth. This was also posted on Instagram. Now, they be doing them BBLs all wrong. It's just bad when when the thighs don't match at all. It just get ridiculous. A lot of people don't know this. I mean, well, a lot of people know it, but it's like, put it like this: there's a lot of white women in the industry that got BBLs, but when they get them, you can't tell because they get them within reason and proportion with their thighs. But black women, apparently, they think bigger, bigger, bigger. Like she had already had a BBL. She went back and got it redone to a ridiculous non-thigh matching point. She had a thigh matching BBL. And then she had to go back and get a non-thigh matching BBL. That's more or less what happened here. Now, this is, and by the way, keep in mind, all these chicks look alike. The three chicks that he's entangled with, they all look alike, by the way. They just throw that out there. Like, you can't tell. On the screen right now, these are actually three different chicks. I think. I believe these are all three different chicks on the screen. They all look exactly alike. But anyway, if you see right here, one of them got a tattoo. One of them got a tattoo. Let's see what it say here. Say Zion is a busy man because they said the third big booty thing is a part of his roster. She has Zion name tattooed on her to prove it. Okay. This is the chick that was just going in. That was just clowning. All right. The chick that just made that post, this is her right here. This is the baby mama. This is a porn star chick. They all look exactly alike. And the new chick that just went off apparently got his name tattooed on her. These chicks are dumb as hell. He's dumb as hell. These chicks are really dumb as hell. And this is the Mariah Mills chick still running her mouth about it. Said my boyfriend, he's a boyfriend now. My boyfriend Zion Williams is a lover boy. I know what comes with being a basketball player's girlfriend. Basketball player's girlfriend, extra women. She needed a comma right there. But just remember, you will never get more than me. I'm his favorite. I don't mind him giving you guys scraps. I'm going to always be on top. His favorite. I tell him what to give y'all. I run this. I know every girl he has flown out to New Orleans, all the threesomes, everything. He doesn't want to share me, so that why you girls will never be near me. I'm the top baby, even though Zion Williams hid the baby mama from me. He was just protecting my feelings. These chicks is crazy. I started getting knotless braids because that's all you wanted me to wear, and waist beds. Now it all makes sense. I hate it here. I guess I'm gonna be stepmama. You not fucking up me and Zion Williams, me and at Zion Williams. Plans, baby, or not. It is what is off this. It is what it is off of this. Okay, I don't know. Need a comma somewhere in there. I told you it was going to be the next thing, the next king next to, oh, wow. I told you was going to be the next king next to LeBron. I motivated you. Baby mama is the reason you gained weight. She toxic. I hate this for you. That honestly, at Zion Williams, you hurt me with this. One, I couldn't sleep last night. These chicks are insane. They're on full stalker mode. On the last show, I went in more on Zion, on which he definitely deserved to be going in on. He definitely deserved it. But what we are witnessing is IG models, porn stars, and strippers. They're not mad in the sense like somebody that they love stepped out and they losing them. It's like they are lashing out, lamenting over like the Insta thoughts are having public fights over the bag. Like that's what's happening. Like we are witnessing in real time. Ultimately, what amounts to is the IG thought race to get pregnant from an NBA player, the chick who won, and then now basically the two other chicks being sore losers because she trapped them first. They're lashing out being sore losers. It's not like they're lashing out because the good man the good man got away. It's like no, like you potentially cutting off our money. You potentially making an honest man out of him, and we mad. This is just next level shit right here. You're seeing the public. Hold on, y'all, give me a second. You're seeing the full blown public outburst. Public outburst. This is race for the bag. This is race for the bag. Shout out to Mr. Tobert in the building. she has that Kim K diaper booty. Yeah, that diaper booty is wild. It's crazy. It is crazy. It is crazy. Oh man. Oh man. Where we at? Where we at? What we got here? But anyway, in other news,
$1,500 to a Cashapp right now.
Why?
No more 50-50. We ain't playing that roommate shit.
hold up.
Gotta start treating these women like the goddesses that they are. We should be honored.
You serious?
That they are in our lives. You taking on a date, you need to buy an outfit before you take her on that date. Are you dumb? Do you know how honored we should be just to be in their presence?
Bruh.
We should not only pay for their living, assume all financial responsibilities that they have. We should feed them, praise her daily, and always remember, she is the prize.
Oh, no.
Y'all argue? It's your fault. She cheated? It's your fault. You are here to serve her. So stay focused. Cut. Yo, we about to do numbers. Them hoes gonna love this. You know, all you gotta do is tell them hoes whatever they want to hear about it.
Bro, we're still recording.
Yeah, Jennisville. Hopefully, I mean, fortunately, he was joking. Fortunately, that was a skit. Very much fortunately, that was only a skit. Oh man, give me 1 second, John. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Hold up.
Yes. The gentleman was undoubtedly joking. The gentleman was undoubtedly joking. It was a skit. It was a skit, but I imagine that's what Derek Jackson do after he get done recording his videos. I imagine that's what Derek Jackson do after he get done recording his videos. Yeah, I can see how immediately after he was like, "We done? All right, cool. Ooh, them hoes gonna love this. We gonna make that money. they gonna eat this one up." That's exactly how I think it is. That's exactly how I think it is. But all right. I'm obsessed with trying to fix this lighting while I'm on the air, but it ain't happening. I'm just gonna look like a damn glowworm today. Whatever. But all right. Let's get into. Nope, we're not even about to dive into the main topic yet. Not just yet. Because something else came across my timeline. Something else came across my timeline that kind of shocked me. No, wait, no. Shock is the wrong word. I gotta quit using that word because I don't get shocked by this that much. But something did come across my timeline. Now, here's the deal. Here's the deal. We all remember when the Ebony K. Williams chick, made the news over the whole bus driver controversy. Okay. You remember when she made the news over the whole bus driver controversy when Yama Van Sant asked her, "Would you date a bus driver?" Now, it was something else that was going on with her that, kind of just floated under the radar. It wasn't a big deal because this, it didn't go viral. But, because she went, big viral over that thing, a lot of her other greatest hits that didn't go platinum, sometimes the artist makes a really good song on the way up, but hey, they weren't signed, they didn't have a big record deal, it didn't go platinum, but you go listen to some of their old stuff, it's like, hey, that was nice. So yeah, she got other hits going on over here. She got other hits going on over here. So we got to dive into this one.
Yo, I love. Hey, welcome back. Hey, Queen Whoop. So we're gonna talk about.
It's very early in the clip, the part that's necessary, because I hate listening to all the little preliminary perfunctory and all the little giggling and cackling. I can't stand it. So the money shot is very early in, so bear with me.
About this book in a minute, but first we all want to congratulate you for your new show. You're going to be a judge on you're going to be TV's newest judge.
Thank you, Joy.
It's a court series hitting airwaves this fall.
Yes.
Let me ask you a minute. I mean, has always been a goal of yours to be a judge?
Well, yes, actually, Joy. I had to think about it. Yeah, I just didn't know if I wanted to be on the U.S. Supreme Court or the next Judge Judy. So we're going to take this as part one, and we'll get to part 2 later. Yeah.
Nice. You also recently announced something really exciting, that you are going to start the fertility process and pursue single motherhood. Now, I feel like you've spoken about this before, so I know it's something you wanted to do.
I have to credit.
You see how they just very, very politely, casually, in the most encouraging way possible say, so you've started the fertility process and you're going to pursue single motherhood. Remember, this was 4 months before bus driver gate. This was 4 months before bus driver gate. Let's keep all that in mind. This is probably a greater hit than the whole bus driver thing. It was a great song. It just didn't go platinum. All right, it didn't have the right promotion and publishing and it wasn't marketed well. But this white woman, who's undoubtedly married with children, I don't even know who the white woman was that's talking, but I'm just assuming she's undoubtedly married with children, and is like, so there's a big announcement for you. You just did the little fertility thingy and you're pursuing single motherhood. You go, sister girl. It's like that's that's what just happened right there.
Also recently announced something really exciting, that you are going to start the fertility process and pursue single motherhood. Now, I feel like you've spoken about this before, so I know it's something you wanted to do.
Now, what does that mean, start the fertility process? I mean, I understand they're talking about artificial insemination, so that just start the fertility process. It's almost like, was she not fertile? They got to make her fertile, or does that what starting the fertility process mean? Just basically getting the semen plugged in there. But long story short, the woman who, when asked the question, would you date a bus driver? And she said, if he drive the bus, she said that she's never been able to meet a man or be with a man that gave the type of protecting and providing, emphasis on the providing, that she saw suitable. So she's just going to provide for herself and blah, 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 blah. She went through the whole little spiel, and it is what it is. And now she's just on some, her heels, the bus driver conversation was a stupid conversation at this point. See, we didn't hear her previous hit. The bus driver conversation was a stupid conversation. She had already fully committed. She had already fully committed to just being a single mother. She had already committed to that. And so that conversation was not even necessary. So let's go.
I have to credit all of you ladies at this table, because one of the first times I was on as a guest host, remember, Sunny, one of the hot topics we talked about was the anonymous nature of sperm donors. And so I got an education on that right here live on TV with Hot Topics at The View. turns out I now have a known donor. I went through California Cryobank, fantastic experience. And at 18, my future child, God willing, will be able to know the name, identity, and last known location of their father.
Wow.
Because you reunited with your
Correct.
Yeah.
I was able to track him down through Ancestry.com.
Yeah.
Now, now that's technically a good thing that it's set up just so to where at 18 they can find him, but there's loopholes in that system. Now, I'm just going to go out on a limb and say this chick, she's worth millions. She's making enough money where she ain't going to get him for child support. But we do remember the sperminator. A lot of those chicks, they went and got him for child support. So it's like you're not off the hook as a sperm donor. The sperm donor rights are not waived. All right. His rights are not waived, or his liability would none of that is waived. They can still go and get child support. Dark Knight Mentality says those eggs are old, BR. It takes a minute. That's why I was asking about the fertility process. Like, what is that fertility process? It's like if your eggs are certain old, they gotta get some jumper cables and give them a tune up. Like, I don't know how it works. But she's starting the fertility process, and she's already, even 4 months before the bus driver conversation, she had already planted her flag that nope, I'm committed to being a single mother. I'm committed to doing this all on my lonesome. RM is telling me in the back she got something to add to this clip. It says Kansas court says sperm donors must pay child support. Oh, that's tragedy. Let's see. I donated genetic material, and that was it. This story begins on Craigslist. All right. Let me see if this video... I don't know if this video is relevant. I'm clicking on... Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, this is interesting. We're gonna submit this into evidence. Hold on. This is interesting. This is explaining the sperm donor process and how dudes who donate sperm are still on the hook. Hold up. Let's see. Where are we at here? All right. Not that I ever want to be a sperm donor. Not that I encourage it. I actually do think, I think that was Elon Musk said he's going to have a lot of kids just because he thinks smart people need to be having a lot of kids and out reproduce dumb people. I support a bunch of geniuses, going and donating a bunch of sperm. I support that. I really do.
If you are found to have to, after this lawsuit or after this effort to get you to pay child support, you have to pay child support, will you then go after visitation rights and kind of fill out the role of a father?
No, because I'm not their parent. That's Jennifer and Angie.
Okay. Would you, knowing what you know now?
I like the fuck them kids energy he got. And I'm not team fuck them kids, but in this situation, I give a pass, full exemption. He was on hard times. He did like Pursuit of Happiness. Oh, no. Pursuit of Happiness. He got in line to give blood. He donated some sperm too. They just didn't put that in the movie. When he was broke and homeless, he needed some money. He donated some blood for money. He nutted in a cup too. They just didn't put that in the movie. But dudes be hard on their luck. They go to donating some blood and donating some sperm. He like, that's all I was doing. I'm not the kid's father. I got paid X amount of dollars for nothing in that cup. Y'all are not holding me liable for shit. So even if I got to pay child support, I will not be pursuing any relationship with that little bastard. Fuck them kids. Like that's what he own. I ain't mad at him.
Do it again. Would you respond to the Craigslist ad?
Because I'm not their parent.
To pay child support, you have to pay child support. Will you then go after visitation rights and kind of fill out the role of a father?
No, because I'm not their parent. That's Jennifer and Angie.
Okay. Would you, knowing what you know now, do it again? Would you respond to the Craigslist ad?
Probably not.
Sonny Hostin.
He donated sperm on Craigslist. God damn, you responded to a Craigslist ad? God damn, like what the hell was he thinking? It's always funny after the fact when they go back to the newsroom and his chick sitting there and they gotta, either give commentary or read a if they read a teleprompter, they get off scot-free. But if they gotta actually give commentary, then you could see their cognitive dissonance kicking in. But I haven't seen it, so I have no idea what's going to happen here.
Then our legal analyst joining me on the case, and so listen, this opens up a whole can, because if you are a man, you want to donate your sperm, should you be worried that you could be at risk of paying child support?
Well, we know this ruling at this point, Brooke, is only limited to Kansas. And so people in Kansas certainly should be concerned if they want to participate in this kind of arrangement. Kansas law is very, very clear, and it is statutory that if you want to be a sperm donor, you have to be under the care of a physician. And we know why that would be, right? Because you want to make sure that people are screened for venereal diseases and the like. And so in Kansas, it's all statutory, very, very clear. In other states, there are different.
They want to make sure he's screened, not for diseases. No, they got to make sure he over 6 foot and educated. That's what they. Yeah, I think I'm joking, but that's when women go and get sperm. Those are the things that they actually want. They do want him to be a certain height. They do want him to have a certain level of education. It's like, even when it comes to just getting the semen without even dealing with the man or having sex with him, it's like they still got a lot of the same they still got a lot of the same stock criterias. they still want tall, dark, handsome, and educated, and the whole thing. They're like all of that. I'm never even going to see this dude. I'm only getting his sperm, but I still need him to be all that.
Laws, but in most states, Brooke, sperm donors are not considered the legal parent, but there are statutes that really, I think, outline and designate what the procedure should be. And just like this gentleman said, had he the opportunity to do it over again,
nope,
he would not. People are saying, though, that there could be this chilling effect, because we know that at least in Kansas, same-sex couples, it costs them about $3,000 to participate in this sort of regimen with a physician. And so that is why many couples choose this route, the Craigslist route, the sort of private contract route. And it just doesn't seem to work in many states, including Kansas.
Yep. If you ain't got the money to do it the right way, then you're not there yet. It just is what it is. That's all the more reason to not trust it. If you can't go through the proper channels, your life isn't together enough to be doing this, to the point to where I should trust that you're not going to be on hard times and be thinking, hey, extra 150 a week, extra 600 a month, or whatever the hell from me might benefit you. Ain't no way in hell he should have did that. No way in hell.
Kansas.
All right. Nice little detour. Oh, shit. Nice little detour. It says, a Kansas sperm donor caught in the middle of a child support case says he wanted to help a lesbian couple when he made the donation nearly 5 years ago. Now the lesbian couple is coming back for him. The lesbian couple broke. Oh, that's what it is. See, I didn't read all the article. I just watched the video. He did that for a lesbian couple. Then they broke up. Figure that. The lesbian couple broke up and now are after the donor for child support. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That is something. That is something. They couldn't work out something amongst each other out of whichever one. And I'm just assuming it plays out like this amongst a lesbian couple. Out of like whichever one gave birth. I'm assuming she's gonna pull rank and say, no, I'm the mammy. The child stay with me. And you gotta pay child support. Ex-wife, husband, person. It seemed like they would have worked that out amongst each other. It seems like don't it seem like two women would just reach an amicable agreement where they just, come together and just say that, hey, let's just go 1 week on, 1 week off. You take the child 1 week, I take the child 1 week. I take care of it when I got it. You take care of it when you got it. And when, anybody, if somebody's on hard times and need a little extra help, we help each other. We look out for each other, but, we're not together. But let's just work. I wonder why two women just couldn't come to that conclusion. Oh, because they cutthroat when they dealing with men. They cutthroat dealing with each other. Okay, that's why. That's why. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. That was an unexpected twist and turn.
I'm gonna keep it at 1,000 with you. If you ever want to make a lot of money, join the dating industry and give women fluff. You see,
Derrick Jackson. We all know Derrick Jackson making bank.
You was late. You was late, RM, but I'm glad you found that one. You were supposed to play that one after I played this.
$1,500 to a Cashapp right now. No more 50-50. We ain't playing that roommate. Gotta start treating these women like the goddesses that they are. We should be honored. You serious? That they are in our lives. You taking on a date, you need to buy an outfit before you take her on that date. Are you dumb? Do you know how honored we should be just to be in their presence? Bruh. We should not only pay for their living, assume all financial responsibilities that they have. We should feed them, praise her daily, and always remember, she is the prize. Oh, no. Y'all argue? It's your fault. She cheated. It's your fault. You are here to serve her. So stay focused. Cut. Yo, we about to do numbers. Them hoes gonna love this. All you gotta do is tell them hoes whatever they want to hear about it.
Bro, we're still recording.
I'm gonna keep it at 1,000 with you. If you ever want to make a lot of money, join the dating industry and give women fluff. You see,
Derrick Jackson. We all know Derrick Jackson making bank.
All right. Let's get back into it. I ain't even got to the main topic yet. We almost an hour in, but we're still rolling. All right, just a refresher for those that just made it in. I'm gonna back this up a little bit. It's the girl Ebony K. Williams 4 months before bus driver gate.
Turns out I now have a known and an anonymous name. We'll get to part 2 later. Yeah.
Nice. You also recently announced something really exciting, that you are going to start the fertility process and pursue single motherhood. Now, I feel like you've spoken about this before, so I know it's something you wanted to do.
I have to credit all of you ladies at this table, because one of the first times I was on as a guest host, remember, Sunny, one of the hot topics we talked about was the anonymous nature of sperm donors. And so I got an education on that right here live on TV with Hot Topics at The View. Turns out I now have a known donor. I went through California Cryobank. Fantastic experience. And at 18, my future child, God willing, will be able to know the name, identity, and last known location of their father.
Wow.
All right. Fathers are not that important. It's just important that if the kid is mildly curious when they're 18, it's important that they just know that they can just go look them up and just go find the motherfucker and just, okay, that's where I came from. Okay, cool. What clip are you talking about? Are you talking about Sir Tyson? Are you talking about the clip with the guy that was doing the simping video? Well, damn, where did I get that? That's here it is. I can drop. I don't know if this is going to link you right to his Instagram, but I can put the link to it in the chat room. It's an Instagram page, but I don't know if it's his Instagram. But this is the best I can do to help you get you on the path if you're trying to find that dude. I'm in the middle of helping you out right now, and you just sent a super chat on it. Shout out to Sir Tice. Just says, Bernie, where is that clip you played? It's right there. That's the best I can do to get you down a path to potentially find it.
These last $2, I'm not gonna lose.
You might find it there, you might not. But yeah. Yep. The Prophet of Thought series says she knows damn well powdered eggs are not the same as eggs you have to crack. Yeah, man.
Only from TPOT Media. Open your minds.
Shout out to Brother Xavier. It's a situation. So let's strategize. Let's chart it all out. Okay. What do they say? You know, hey, get your education. Don't worry about family. Don't worry about no men. Just get your education. Boom, 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 go. Okay, get your education. Okay, now you got your career. Now you got to build your career. Don't worry about no man. Boom, 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 boom. Let's go. So they do all of that. They got their education. They got their career, and they're holding out. All right. If she would have met the perfect, equally rich man that did whatever she said, she probably would have got married. Probably. She didn't meet the perfectly rich man that did whatever she said in that bus driver interview. She was like, a lot of times when she's on dates with men, they're saying things to her like, look, we ain't in a courtroom. Chill, fall back. So clearly she's a pushy bitch. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. This was before Bus Driver Gate. Keep in mind, this was 4 months before Bus Driver Gate. She had already announced that she was doing it by herself. She was doing the whole single mother thing. She was volunteering to be a single mother. So even a former beauty queen, keep in mind, she was in beauty pageants. She's in beauty pageants. She's getting a little older now, but you know, she was in beauty pageants. So she's been beautiful her whole life. Her whole life been beautiful. It's like when we tell people, and they think we're lying, when we say, no, these chicks don't want to be married. Yeah, they want kids. They good with some co-parenting, but they ain't, a lot of them, no, they don't want to cohabitate, because even the most sophisticated and educated of them still end up in the same exact place as the thotted up ratchet chick. They end up in the same place. She's going to end up in the same place as all of them chicks that I was showing in the beginning. The 3 chicks that's that's clowning on Zion Williams on Instagram right now. The Insta thoughts. They are going to end up in the same place. You know, either by hook or crook, either through their education or they thoughting it up one way or another. They're gonna make their money. They're gonna get pregnant by somebody, and they're gonna be single. They're gonna be single mothering it up. They end up at the same place as Brittany Renner. It don't matter if they got an education or not. That's why I said in the pre-record that I dropped earlier when I was showing that one chick who was the true villain in the Travis Rudolph case, the lawyer that was using, as they say, all the tools of white supremacy to try to convince everybody that this black man was a monster and needed to be locked up. When that black woman was in there with 10 pounds of weave in her hair, that black woman was in there with 10 pounds of weave in her hair using the tools of white supremacy to try to get this black man, to convince these white people that this black man was a monster. When she was in there doing that, I looked at her and I didn't see that much different from the chick that he was in there over, that was hitting on him and sent the goons over to him. I just didn't see that much of a difference between the two. One of them got an education, the other one don't. That was pretty much the difference that I saw. They end up at the same place. I remember I saw, and shout out to polite citizen, they them. Wow. You just came in here with your they them pronouns. I was about to not read this, but damn, I got to read this right away now. Okay. So you must have an advanced degree to qualify to put your seed in B-dub to raise your son to be reading at a 3rd grade level and getting locked up. You must have an advanced degree to... What is he talking about? You must have an advanced degree to qualify to put your seed in a B-dub to raise your son. Oh, you're talking... Okay, all right, okay. All right, you're talking about men who put their seed in B-dubs. Okay, got it. I don't understand. I thought you was talking about her. You must have an advanced degree to qualify. Oh, okay. Now, okay. I remember what I said. We was talking about the stuff that the men have to qualify for. I'm sorry. I'm a little slow. The stuff that the men have to qualify for when they do the screen checks to make sure, that the sperm donor is meets the specifications. They were saying they were screening to make sure he didn't have any like STDs or whatever, but like, no. The screening process, in my estimation, because I've seen women, check the boxes of what they want in a sperm donor. And I said, yes, they want them to be over 6 feet tall and educated and a few other things that, that sound like they're trying to find somebody they want to fuck. But no, they only want the semen, but they still want all the qualities that come with the man that they ideally would like to be fucking. So yes. Well, I see what you're saying now. You say you must have an advanced degree to qualify to put your seed in the B-dub to raise your son to be reading at a 3rd grade level and getting locked up. Very well said. Very well said. I'm sorry. I apologize for the slowness. Those they them pronouns in your name threw me off. It threw me off and it clouded my ability to decipher your message, because I was putting every word you said through the filter of they them pronouns. All right. You came in here with they them pronouns, so I was reading your shit with a magnifying glass. I didn't know what was you made a lot of sense. You made a lot of sense, but them pronouns are throwing me off. The pronouns are... And Perry says, Bernard, what if the kid comes out short and uglier than the father? Shit happens. Shit happens. Genetics ain't an automatic thing. It's not automatic. If you're new here, subscribe. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. This was when I first started my channel. I remember it was a chick who was giving advice to women, and she said, damn it, it was two contradictory pieces of advice that she gave. Two contradictory pieces of advice that she gave, where one of them was saying, take the time, get to know yourself, learn how to cook nice meals for yourself, learn how to take care of a house for yourself and by yourself, learn how to do all of that for yourself, get fully sufficient, buy your first home on your own, have it all by yourself. Basically, she was just saying, and then after you get through with all of that, then you know exactly what you want, how you want it, what you like, and then you could bring somebody into your life. Now, bear in mind, in order for somebody to, typically a woman in America, particularly a Black woman, to master that much of life is going to take, early to mid 30s for most of them. Early to mid 30s for most of them. Then this person was also said in another stream, and keep in mind, this is my whole thing, they end up at the same place. This person also said in another stream that, hey, women, once they get to a certain age and they have not found a man yet, it's nothing wrong with them just getting pregnant and getting semen from a man and just start raising the kid by themselves. And I'm sitting there like, wait a minute. Your previous advice that you gave was advice that would take them all the way up into their 35 to accomplish said goal. And then your other advice is that, hey, if you're 35 and you haven't found the right guy yet, then it's not a problem for you to just go ahead and just basically just find a big buck and get pregnant. So they give the advice that's going to ensure that you're not going to get with a guy and start a family until sometime after or around 35. But once you make it to 35, the clock is ticking. So just go ahead and get semen. It's like the advice that they left to their own advices, the independent advice that they give literally says that they are going MGTOW. MGTOW, for those that don't know, stands for men going their own way. That's men just abandoning the whole idea of marriage, family, children, blah, blah, blah. Women, left to their own devices, many of them are doing that same thing. Yes, they still want men around. Yes, they still need men. Yes, they still have sex with men, just like men who are MGTOW still be hooking up. All of that's still going on. The point that I'm making is that women didn't have a formal name or title on the movement, but they did the same thing. And again, we're seeing it play out with this Ebony K. Williams sitting there on The View talking about how she's started the fertility process, and she's, found a donor through some type of registry where he's going to be anonymous until the kid is 18 and she can go look him up if she want to. Like, that's essentially what's going on there. Jay Rolette. Sorry if I gave away government name. Jay Rolette with the $10 Cash App. Do appreciate that. Jay Rolette with the $10 Cash App. Do appreciate that. Appreciate everybody supporting the stream. Mr. Tobert came through twice. Sir Ties, polite citizen, they, them, with the they, them pronouns. You throwing me off. You made a good point, but you're killing me with them they, them pronouns. I don't know what the hell to do with that.
United with your correct. I was able to track him down through ancestry.com.
Yeah. Well, and we
Does
also
that person want to be found?
Yes,
They do.
that's
They
part
sign
of what
up
I
for that.
paid extra for.
Yeah.
Literally,
important.
quite literally. Yeah.
But you're also dating again. And I heard your dentist
Yes.
set you up.
I was triggered for a second, Sarah. I am dating my dentist, who's so sweet, Dr. Horry here in Manhattan, said, I know a really great guy for you. I really want you to meet him. I'm like, doctor, I'm kind of busy creating embryos and writing a book, but okay. She did introduce me. I think I might have been ghosted.
Oh no.
I wonder why. she she talked to him on the phone, and they asking each other questions and what they doing, what you got going on in your life. She was like, "Well, I'm preparing the fertility process, creating embryos, and writing my own book." And hello, like, you goddamn right, you got ghosted. She probably met somebody who's just as successful as her and make the money that she make, and he probably like, hell to the no. Hell to the no. He's probably the same age, probably a lawyer too. The whole works. He's like, hell to the no. And she looked older right here. When she was on there with Yama Van Zant, she didn't look this old. She looked, no, she looked a lot better on there. But yeah, the age is showing right there. The age is showing. But all right. You make an interesting point. Then she is going to get a stepdaddy. Now, here's the interesting thing. Now, I think she got enough money to where she probably won't, but especially if she only got one kid. But they changed their standards for the stepdaddy. They will switch up them standards for the stepdaddy. But I don't think she will. But all right, to be that as it may.
Curious about you being someone who embarked on a law career, was obviously very bright, went to university, packed it in just for money to be effectively an online stripper. I mean, that's what you do, right?
Yeah, way worse than an online stripper. But
what do you mean way worse?
Way worse. Online strippers just, naked. I do things that are way more grotesque than
just
that.
Pornography,
anything. But it's all within what I want to do, and I absolutely love it, and I'm really good at it. I could be a good lawyer, yes, but also am I good at doing other things on video and camera?
How would you feel when you want to have kids yourself?
Well, I mean, I don't really want kids right now. But at least
you will do. How old are you?
25.
Right, so you will do at some stage, probably, right?
Maybe.
When you do, you're going to be proud that you have your little ones and they look at you and go, didn't you want to be a lawyer, Mummy? What happened?
Yeah.
And you go, yeah, but look at all my stuff.
They can cry in a Ferrari.
Now, you heard what you said right there, that the kids are going to be mad. They find out what Mommy does, and they say, didn't you want to be a lawyer? And I think she was on path to being a lawyer. She's saying they can cry in a Ferrari, but, lawyers can afford a Ferrari too, but that's a whole nother thing. But here's the deal. This is where, we clown women for the stupid shit they do and the stupid shit they say. But when it comes to that OnlyFans game, for the few that can actually make bank doing it, it's like what do you say? You can have a moral conversation that I'm morally that I can't, that's nasty. You can have that conversation, but it's like the few that can actually make $100,000 a month doing that. I'm sorry, that's like getting drafted to the league. It ain't nothing you could. It's absolutely nothing you could do. I'm sorry that she signed that's signing an NBA contract. That's getting signed to the NFL. It's like it's nothing that could be said about that. But this does go full circle back to the conversation yesterday when I talked about at the beginning of this show, that these card carrying sex industry, card carrying whores trying to out and pass judgment on men for paying for them, it's just, stuff like that gets goofy. But Emmett Perry say not all lawyers can get a Ferrari, and not all OnlyFans models can get a Ferrari too. But if you are one of the ones that can, it's nothing. It's nothing that can truly be said. It's like that's an argument you can't win. If you're of the view of Ebony K. Williams is, I think she would have just turned 40. I remember when she's having that bus driver conversation, she said, I turned 40 in a month or so. That was about a month ago. So no, that chick is 40. That chick is 40. The point that I'm making is that it's a percentage of women that's going to take advantage of the game and how it's structured. And as long as men are set up and structured the way that they're structured, we talk about that 30% of men reporting no sex in the last year or whatever, or something like that. Or no, 30% of men under the age of 30, practically incels. I'm thinking as long as that exists, it's going to be money out there. Yeah, she's okay. I was right. Yeah, she's 40. Not this chick, Ebony K. Williams, for those that just made it in. It's going to be money out there for the few that can get that NBA contract. If you can make $100,000, it's like, I'll clown them for saying stupid shit. But if they could actually go and make that 100,000, it's like 100,000 a month. It's like, what the hell do you do with that? And it sort of throws back to when, and this is what I'm trying to get into with this. The culture is changing to the point, I don't got the clip for this. The culture is changing to the point to where, like Kim Kardashian said with a straight face, that her kids are going to be more hurt by the things that Kanye says when he's talking about the small hats and all of that. They're saying the kids are going to be more hurt by that than her sex tape. It's like the culture has changed to the point to where the culture war is hitting heavy in that direction. It's hitting heavy in that direction to where the chicks who are in the thought economy, in the whole economy, can feel confident trying to shame Zion Williams for sleeping with them. It's like it's in so many ways. I cannot let that part. I can't get past that part. That they're trying to flip around the social stigmas to where a man usually could sleep around with a lot of women if he wanted to. He could shame them and say, "You nasty bitch, you such as But they're all trying to sleep with this man for this money, but they're trying to call him, you trifling nigga. They're trying to do that. And then juxtaposing that with her sitting here saying that, my kids, they gonna cry in a Ferrari. They find out what mommy do, they gonna cry in a Ferrari. It's like, that's where it's at. That's the hill that is driving down. That's the hill that it's driving down. But here we go. Where are we at? Oh yeah. All right. To the main topic.
Your thoughts on prenups and how would you approach? So, what are your thoughts on prenups and how would you approach it, or what advice would you give as far as for a woman that may be wealthy, well off, and they're looking to get married?
Get a prenup, because I didn't have one, and that's why I ended up having to just give everything away, because it's so. Let me just speak. It's so whack right now that men, can come at you and get and get alimony.
That must be awful. Could you imagine that? That must be terrible. That you can marry someone, then after the marriage is over, they could come at you and take money from you after y'all are done dealing with each other. You gotta pay them. This person gets paid to leave you? That is terrible. A rational, reasonable, logical person can analyze the situation and say that this situation is wrong regardless of their personal positioning. That's what a reasonable, rational, or even a moral person has the ability to do. An immoral person lacks the ability to come to the right conclusion when they're not personally affected by it. You know, whenever you hear somebody say, I don't care, that don't bother me. You know, now when it comes to your own personal living your normal life and going about your business and doing what you got to do for you and yours, it's okay to have that approach. But if somebody asks your opinion on a larger issue, you should be able to think and say, and analyze it and see if it makes sense. You know? I don't live in China or wherever they got child labor factories. But if it is true that they got 8-year-old kids in those factories putting in 14-hour work days, I'm not in danger of being in one of those factories. My kids are not in danger of being in one of those factories. And my grandkids will never be in danger of being in one of those factories. Don't affect me. But if you ask me my opinion on it, oh yeah, the shit is absolutely 100% wrong. And if they tried to implement it in this country, I would fight and vote against it. And if I had a say in whether or not other countries could or should do it, part of me don't want to dip my toe in the business of other countries, but my general opinion is like, no, you can't practically enslave kids. That ain't right. That's what a moral, clear thinking, rational, reasonable person does. There's a lot of stuff that don't affect me, but when I analyze it, put it like this. I mean, when it comes to more, we having a discussion about moral philosophy right now. The way that you can find out somebody, like if you ask somebody, is slavery wrong? Okay. The person who tries to rationalize that slavery is not wrong, you ask them the question in this context. Okay, we're going to set up a governmental system. That system is going to involve slavery. Okay. You don't know where you're going to be at in this system. You don't know if you're going to be the master, the overseer, the slave owner, or just some person who owns land, in some other part of the country that don't necessarily have slavery. You don't know where you're going to be in the system, but the system of slavery is going to be there. You don't get to pick your positioning. Okay. Do you create that system if you don't get to pick where you rank in it? Chances are most reasonable, rational, moral people will say no. I'm being long-winded in explaining this because I'm really trying to break down how women for years sat silently, idly by, and it never even occurred to them, wait, that don't make sense, taking that much money from somebody after y'all not together, regardless of what they did in the relationship. They could lie on you, cheat on you, they could be a horrible human being and then leave you, and then you got to pay for them after the fact. It's like they sat idly by, not even having an iota of thought, not an ounce of thought, saying that hey, this ain't right. This don't make sense. This don't add up. The mere fact that they have to be like you shouldn't have to be at the brink of getting thrown into a lake, getting thrown into a swimming pool with alligators before you can say, wait a minute, throwing somebody in a swimming pool with alligators is wrong. But that's what she's doing right now. That's what's happening.
just give everything away because
Get married.
get a prenup because I didn't have one, and that's why I ended up having to just give everything away because it's so. Let me just speak. It's so whack right now that men, can come at.
Look at the emphasis that she put on the word men. She didn't say it's so whack that people can do this. She's saying it's whack that men can do this. They're equal. They're I am woman. Hear me roar. But you men are men. Men doing this to women who fought for equality, life, liberty, pursuit of happiness, to be able to chase all their dreams and be successful and be all they can be, and strong boss bitches that don't need you men. How dare you men do to us what we've been doing to you, y'all men, who we are equal to and could perform just as well as and make just as much money as. But how dare you men do what we're doing?
Let me just speak. It's so whack right now that men, can.
I'm sorry, I'm about to let the rest of the clip play, but you just got to hear the contempt. You could just hear the contempt in her voice when she said men.
Men, can right now that. Oh, let me just speak. It's so whack right now that men, can come at you and get and get alimony. So when I was getting a divorce, I was like, you mean to tell me I got to pay him? And he cheated and he lied and he stole and not to get all petty, but you know what I'm saying? You mean I got to pay him for cheating and lying to me and ruining my life? So yeah.
That must be awful. That must be awful. But again, where were you for years when that action was happening regularly? Where were you? Where was your voice? Where were you speaking up? It's like if you have to be thrown in a pit with alligators in order to know that throwing people in pits with alligators is wrong, you are a morally corrupt person. Like, these are very simple conclusions. She's describing what's wrong with no-fault divorce. She's talking about somebody who cheated and stole and did all kind of horrible stuff. Why should the person who didn't do those things have to pay for the person that did? Like that is she's making the no-fault divorce argument, the argument against no-fault divorce. She's making the argument against it. Antoine Is You High saying, is this recent? It's recent in the sense that it just popped up on my Instagram. And they're on the show Earn Your Leisure. I'm assuming this is fairly recent. Assuming it gotta be. I mean, she got divorced, a few years ago. So it's a few years recent, put it like that. Well, no, I think it just happened. I honestly think it just happened.
Yeah, and the law is you have to, so I say get a prenup, cover yourself up. Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, it's crazy. Man, my wife is here, so baby, I love you.
And he cheated and he lied and he stole and not to get all. You mean to tell me I got to pay him? And he cheated and he lied and he stole and not to get all petty, but
I'm tell her like they tell men, man up. A real man don't complain or be whining about that. A man just does what he has to do. Yeah, woman up. Woman up. Boy.
Hold up.
Deadly Raver in the building says, what? Is Mary mad at her ex did her dirty and she has to give him the bag? Welcome to equality, baby. Equal rights and equal wrongs. Very well said. Very well said. Thank you for the super chat. Do appreciate that. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you putting 5 on it. Appreciate you putting 5 on it. It was so funny at the end of this. What is this dude saying at the end?
You know what I'm saying? You mean I gotta pay him for cheating and lying to me and ruining my life? So yeah, and the law is you have to, so I say get a prenup, cover yourself up. Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, it's crazy. Man, my wife is here, so baby, I love you. But so you said you're debt free.
That my wife is here. Just baby, I love you. Yeah. Yep. But the link is in the chat. Anybody want to grab a piece of any of these topics that we covered today? Anybody want to grab a piece of any one of these topics? The link is in the chat room.
That men do to upset women. 7 things that men do to upset women. Number 1, lie. Number 2, be honest. Number 3, not talk. Number 4, talk too much. Number 5, not show emotions. Number 6, be too emotional. And number 7, breathe.
Yeah, I remember us saying one time and it happens when people be together for a long time. It's like, could you just stop all that goddamn breathing? But women are the worst with that shit. Women are the worst with that shit. They say they want a man, they have an issue with a what am I trying to say here? You know how a woman will have a whole lot to say, chew a dude ear off, literally just chew his ear off, and they get mad. He argue back and forth. He go at it with him all night. Should no man be going back and forth with no woman? Okay, all right. So then she start talking all her shit. She start chewing his ear off, and then when she done, he just say, "Okay." See if she don't spontaneously combust after that shit. See if she don't just implode. Just hit her with a okay, all right, yep, all right, cool. No, don't even say cool. Just say, just hit her with a okay. Just do that. See if she don't lose her goddamn mind.
Oh, what are your?
Oh wait, damn! I didn't mean to click on that. See if she don't lose her mind after that. You said dude sounding like Darth Vader. You know what? His voice was deep to the point to where I thought it was going to be like a simping video. I thought that's what was going on. I thought it was about to be some hardcore extreme simpery taking place. Like things that women do that disappoint and upset. Things that men do that disappoint women. I thought it was about to be some hardcore simpery going on in that joint, but no, he made a funny video. Those videos definitely be funny. Definitely be funny. There's one more thing that I will pull out here. One more thing. Actually, kind of 2 things. But we shall see. We shall see. We shall see.
Hold up.
Yep. Give me a second. We got the Jeopardy.
Hold up.
Yeah. Run. We gotta run the Jeopardy music while I try to. Now that was the longest we ever played that, so I think that one was played long enough to get a copyright claim on it. Not a strike, but a claim. I think that was played long enough to get a claim.
Love, bro.
Modern woman deflection. Where was the modern woman deflection? Here we go. Oh wait, y'all can't see that. Y'all can't see that. Let me make it bigger. Hopefully y'all can see that now. It said bros 17 taking care. What they say, this is so evil, to be honest. It says bros 17 taking care of 2 kids. The kids didn't end up being his. And cries are real pain. So, and to say the caption at the bottom, I'm in high school and I need a DNA test. All right. So apparently some dude in high school think he got 2 kids that's his. And he just found out that they're not. That's messed up, but that ain't really the part that I want y'all to pay attention to. That's messed up, but that ain't the part that I want y'all to pay attention to.
Bro. Vaughn, listen. If you love these babies, you're gonna stay the same. You're not gonna change. Do you understand that? You're gonna be a man and you're gonna do what you've been doing. That's that. Okay? There's no need to fold.
That is his mama telling him to stand in it. That them ain't his babies. He is 17 years old. And the mama is saying, now keep in mind, these kids, one of them probably a newborn, one of them probably 1.5. I mean, they young enough to where they'll fucking forget him if you walked out of their life. This is the mama trying to put a ball and chain on this young man's foot and say, take care of them kids. She ain't even, like, she is on code with whoever the chick is who was clearly banging somebody else, a series, a multitude of other people, clearly banging a multitude of other people, and trying to get him to stay there and stand in it and take care of somebody else's kids. That's not his. And she's not even looking at it like, oh damn, this is a scandalous bitch. This scandalous chick, for whatever reason, tried to manipulate and pin some babies on my baby. No doubt that he was going to fuck around and be on child support at some point. Now, that part is messed up, but the part that just really jumps out, like the part that just really jumps out to me is the mere fact that the mama, like, why on earth Why on earth with a PH at the end? Is the mama trying to convince him to stay and deal with the kids? Abinard Riley, BR, this video is old as hell. People already reacted to it. Motherfucker, I'm reacting to it now. God damn it. Damn. You can say shit about what somebody else did. I saw it yesterday for the first time. I'm reacting to it.
This is madness! This is Sparta!
If it was in the thumbnail, I understand your point. If it was breaking news, I understand your point. I'm just not seeing this. Thank you, Joshua Swear. I'm just talking shit, Dane C. No disrespect, no disrespect. But Joshua Swear in the building says the sisterhood is real, and that's sort of what I'm getting at with this. That's sort of what I'm getting at with this. The mere fact that a mother, like, okay, being as charitable as possible, there are situations where somebody has invested so much time in, and they find that out, it's like, damn, there are some situations where I could see somebody having a hard time cutting and just completely abandoning the person that they've raised for half their life. Like I can see the conflict there. His conflict and his tears and his hurt, yes, it's going to last a little while. But this ain't a situation where it's like at 17, you need to follow through with it. I don't know what mother in her right mind is basically going to say that this woman having her sons help with her kids that's more important than her son's future in life that he's going to build for himself. It is beyond me that she is more on code for a random chick who smashing everybody and lied and put babies on your son than what it is than what she's on code for her own son. Hence the reason sisterhood is real. The sisterhood is strong. Shout out to, hold on, thought I had a nope. Danielle shows that send half your money to my Cash App. What the hell you talking about? Did you send me this? I don't know who the hell sent me this, but Brother Xavier. I be forgetting who sent me stuff sometimes. Yeah, the Mac the Trucker. The mama's a BMT. The mammy's a baby mama terrorist. Good call. Brother Xavier says these old mamas want you to get someone just like her. Hold on, I can't even see that. Let me make that. These are mamas want you to get someone just like her. Getting someone better exposes mama's failure. Ooh, interesting theory on that one. Interesting theory on that one. She don't want him to get anything better. Want him to get a failure just like her. She want to keep him around. She's like, him being attached to that chick and those kids, that does keep him around. That does keep him around her. That keeps him, saddled with a lot. That keeps him, it keeps him in chains. It gives that chick ability and means to control him. It also gives her ability and means to control him. It's like it makes him, it makes him there attached at the hip, essentially labor. Like he's gonna go out, he's gonna have to get a job, he's gonna be working, he's just gonna be doing, basically whatever they say. He's just gonna be serving at their pleasure, basically. The mama and the baby mama and the kids that ain't his. Sort of like when we was talking about them damn 12-year-olds, where they said, can it be a functional community without a man? And then it was like, well, women can raise kids by themselves. Okay, what happens to the men? I mean, I guess they just gotta go. I forgot exactly how she worded that. She worded it worse than what I'm saying, because I can't remember exactly how she worded it. But the way that she worded that, the way that she put that out there, and then she said, well, those men, they can come back, if some of the women, need help with the kids, because some of the women might not be able to raise the kids by themselves, and then the men can come back and help. It's like not even a thought of normal family stuff. It's just, no, your job is to just dive on a grenade. That's your job. That's essentially your job, to dive on the grenade. But yeah, brother Xavier, I'm still telling you, you gotta get that book out. I don't even know if you started writing it, but you gotta write it. Dolomite says, TPOT bullseye 100%. You're on to something. A bunch of these mothers don't want to see their sons do better than them. They look for bad. They look bad for their decisions. Yeah, no doubt. The person with the they them pronouns. Says Chiasan Johnson described this dynamic very well. The community eunuchs. I thought that was Obsidian who originally said community eunuchs are supposed to provide free support and protection. The rogues are the cedars because they will not fight for their kids. Yeah, those that won't, those who are okay with just, spreading some community semen, they're not going to do nothing. They're the ones that don't care. They're the ones who got that true fuck them kids energy. They the ones who got that true fuck them kids energy. And then they try to find the other types of men to basically go in and dive on a grenade. They're grooming him to be a grenade diver. They're grooming him to dive on the grenade. Whoever nutted in this chick, they could care less. Whoever nutted in this chick, they could care less. Probably was two different dudes. It probably was two different dudes who did that. And his job is to dive on the grenades. His job is to dive on the grenades. Because it says, let me see, it says the community eunuchs are supposed to provide free support and protection. The rogues, that's a different term, the rogues and the cedars, because they will not fight for their kids. Yeah, we'll say it right there. But all right. We about to wrap this thing on up on this Friday. I was going to get in at least the full 2 hours, but nobody came up. So we're gonna wrap this thing up on early. I do appreciate everybody who's in the building, everybody who participated. I can't even talk right now. I can tell the stream over when I can't talk. Everybody who participated. Everybody who participated in the stream in any way, shape, or form, do appreciate each and every one of you. Do appreciate each and every one of you. Definitely enjoy your weekend. I will be back on Saturday. We'll be back on Saturday. Here I am stretching already. We'll be back on Saturday with Hood Servitus for Hood Saturdays. You just gave that a name, Hood Saturdays. I think you've been typing that Joint Bernard Rally and that Hood Service for Hood Saturdays. Wow. Just give it a name, huh? All right, yeah. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, we are out of here. Peace. We gone.